Wild Talents by Charles Hoyfort, Chapter 11b. In the London newspapers, last of March, 1908, was told a story, which, when starting off, was called what the coroner for South Northumberland described as the most extraordinary case that he had ever investigated. The story was of a woman, at Whitley Bay, near Blyth, England, who, according to her statement, had found her sister, burned to death on an unscorched bed. This was the equivalence of the old stories of spontaneous combustion of human bodies. It was said that the coroner was at first puzzled by this story, but that he learned that the woman who told it had been intoxicated, and soon compelled her to admit that she had found her sister, suffering from burns, in another part of the house, and had carried her to her bedroom. But, in my experience with taboo, I have so many notes upon coroners, who have seen to it that testimony was what it should be, and so many records of fires that, according to all that is supposed to be known of chemical affinity, should not have been, that, between what should and what shouldn't, I am so confused that all that I can say about a story of the woman who burned to death on an unscorched bed is that it is impossible. Looking over data, I note a case that has no bearing on the story of the burning woman on the unscorched bed, but that is a story of strange fires, or of fires that would be strange if stories of similar fires were not so common. It is a case that interests me, because it aligns with the stories of Emma Piggott and John Doughty. There was an occurrence, and it was followed by something else that seems related. But, in terms of common knowledge, it cannot be maintained that between the first occurrence and the following occurrences there was relationship.